Hello, this is Jonathan, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I want to share with you a great family recipe that my wife created. It's really the mixture of a quesadilla and a burrito. So everything that you love about a quesadilla, cheesy, crispy corn tortilla, and you mix that with a spicy bean burrito, and you get a quesarito. What I have here, first of all, is we're going to start with a 16-ounce can of refried beans. We use organic. We get those from Whole Foods. And you want to go ahead and put that in a bowl and push that down. And then I want to go ahead and mix in one diced tomato. So you'll take that, dice it, put that in, we'll mix that in. You also want to finely chop a shallot, or you'll want to go ahead and add garlic, also finely chopped. That was 3 cloves that I added. And then for spices, I like this a little bit spicy, so we go ahead and we add chili powder. A couple dashes of chili powder to taste. Then we add a little bit of pepper, a couple dashes. Not exact measurements, but kind of like basically what you like. Then we add some pink salt. This is pink sea salt. Gonna put a little dash of that in. And then you want to go ahead and mix that up with also adding a little bit of cumin. This is about 3/4 of a teaspoon that I just added. So go ahead and mix that up nicely. And that will be what we add to the quesadilla to make it a quesarito. Okay, so now that we've mixed up the beans, the refried beans with the spices, the tomatoes, the shallots, and the garlic, we're gonna go ahead and add that to our tortillas. So we'll build the quesarito like this. We'll take our corn tortillas, these are kind of smaller corn tortillas. We'll take a couple spoonfuls of our bean mixture, refried bean mixture. We'll smooth that out like that, nice and evenly across the tortilla. And then we'll go ahead and add our cheese. I like to use pepper jack cheese. It's our favorite, but any cheese really could work with this. You could shred it, or you could simply slice it like we do. So we put it like that, and then we take the top tortilla and just simply put that on top, push down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with the 6 tortillas. I like to place these in a Pyrex pie dish. I find that it works very well. It makes them crispy. I'm gonna go ahead and build the rest of these here, like we did the first one. Okay, so now that we've assembled our quesaritos, 3 in each pie dish, we're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven to 400 degrees. I like to cook them at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. If you want them not to get crispy, you can cook them for a little less time, maybe a little less heat, 375. And instead of 30 minutes, you could cook them for 25 minutes. I'll go ahead and preheat my oven, 400 degrees. Get that started, and we'll let them bake. Now that the quesaritos are in the oven baking, we're gonna go ahead and mix up my favorite part, the tangy guacamole that we put on top. So it's a simple mixture of 2 large Hass Avocados, and then we're going to go ahead and put in a little bit of fresh lemon. You can squeeze fresh lemon in, so I add a little bit of lemon. I also like to add a little bit of lime if you have that available. Lime is very good in there as well. And then simply a little more pink salt, pink sea salt. And then we will macerate that with a fork until it's a nice creamy texture, and that will be reserved in the refrigerator to put on the top of the quesaritos. I got that really nicely mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and reserve that in the refrigerator to put on top of the quesaritos when they're done baking. Just taking the quesaritos out of the oven. They're nice and crispy and warm and delicious smelling. Can't wait to taste them. But before we do, the guacamole that we made earlier, I want to go ahead and put that on top. So I like to put a nice spoonful on top of each quesarito. This. And then I go ahead and smooth this over each quesarito so it's nice and even. It'd be great to pick up. And then an optional item that I love to add is cilantro. So I love to take a little bit of cilantro, coarsely chop it, and put it on the top. Not only does it look good, but cilantro tastes good. So I hope you guys will try this recipe, and I know you will enjoy it. And thank you so much for watching.